So what's your favourite cars?
Well, best one I've driven, or cause
Dream car?
dream car. Lambo Sienna,
Nice.
about 3.2 million.
I've got two not strange ones.
Go on.
I either want a 5 litre Mustang
Yeah.
or an old Chevrolet American truck, one of them big old battered up
Nice.
things.
I'd have to go for Ferrari Testarossa in white.
That's from the 80s.
Yeah,
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 show the age.
Mine
I
was
used to think it'd be Crockett, but I'll be more crocked now. The age I am in that.
Trying to get in
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
The mad thing is, though, you look at like Lamborghini Countach from then. You can get a diesel car that go faster than them. You know,
Yeah,
how to
yeah.
accelerate them now and stuff. And
It's the same as the Testarossa.
Yeah.
I see one for sale somewhere and they had like the performance figures and I thought, Christ, I've heard faster than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's just the having the badge, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the badge on it and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, the modern ones, the modern Lambos, the modern Ferraris, they're just so much technology. You're not really driving the car anymore.
Yeah.
You're just steering it, aren't you?
well, from the 80s or 90s, they'll probably go for the Lotus Colin.
Really nice. The other one I loved was the Enzo. Now, I always thought when I seen the pictures, it was an ugly car, and I seen it real life. Drove past me. I think it was in Chelsea at the time, and yeah, it's stunner. It's an absolute stunner. It's just basically an F1 car for the road. Really, really nice car there.
See, I'm an old thought I'd have had Escort Cosworth or anything like that. That sort of thing
nice.
rather than a Ferrari.
They used to do before COVID. I don't think it's happened since COVID. Did a motor show in Ormskirk by the swimming bats. They used to have all sorts of old cars. I remember seeing.
I used to do it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was into car shows at the time.
Nice.
We used to have American cars.
Nice.
And I've done Ormskirk many times.
But they had there was a Ford Escort Mark
They let you
1 there.
not race around the streets, but used to do a lap.
Yeah. I've
But
been
the
there a
Mexico.
few times.
Yes, but Mexico.
Sorry?
Yes, but Mexico. They were the Mark ones, weren't they? They were Mexico, they sort of the souped up versions.
Right.
Yeah.
And
So
then they had
this,
the RS 2000 later on, didn't they, for the second one?
yeah, I remember being impressed because they had the bonnet open and the engine was literally about this big. That's no exaggeration, but it was just all shiny paint inside the engine bay and stuff.
Yeah.
It just it was really nice.
Hate that. You go to a car show and they clearly don't use it.
Yeah,
That used to annoy us.
Yeah.
Rotten. We used to say go to a car show and everything was polished. You think you never drive that, and then you see they bought it on the trailer.
yeah.
What's the point in owning it? If you're
Owning
not
a
gonna
car
enjoy
and
it?
not enjoying it.
Yeah.
No.
I remember back in the 80s, early 80s it was, and they had the RAC Rally, and I used to go around, and it was in Prescott, and they had the Metro 6R4s, and they were like a 3.5 litre V6 Rover engine in it, and they were rapid, you know what I mean? The noise off them, the flames off them, you see them fly down the road, and you think,
Yeah.
but now, you'd be in one of them, and you think, oh, this is horrible, this. That's just your memories though, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
It's your memories of stuff.
So what's the nicest car you've ever drove or driven?
Funnily enough, recently an M5 50i,
Yes.
which is like a detuned M5, which like 550 brake horse it was.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I had a Cosworth Sierra Sapphire.
Nice.
So I'm going
nice.
old. So
With the whale tail or
no,
No,
Sapphire was the one with the boot.
Yeah.
It was nice. I was only about 20. Owned it for 3 months, and then like it was fine. The insurance was like fine for them 3 months. It went up. It went up quite a bit, but I didn't use my brain and think what actual that meant over a year, and it was like $4,000 extra. So
Yeah.
it
But
went.
they were famous for getting robbed, weren't
They were,
they?
yeah.
They were
I was gonna
easy
say
to
same
rob,
thing,
weren't they? And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that. Mine was an Audi, is it an A8 or an A9? Big one. And
The saloon, the A8.
yeah, I think it must be the A8. It obviously wasn't my car. It was somebody I was working for at the time. They asked me to go and park it for them because they were arrived at late. So I took it for a spin down the dock road before I parked it, and I floored it, and it went down. I think it was like a 3.8 litre or a 4 litre engine in it, something like that. And I looked at the MPG, and it went down to about 6 MPG when I floored it, and I thought, better slow down here because I won't be able to make the car park. But as a luxury car, it probably would have been better to be driven in it than drive. You know, it was nice, but you know, I've driven RS Focus. That was unbelievable. This Audi was about 80 grand, something like that. I think it was.
Do you find new cars boring?
Yeah, it's all computers, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, they basically tell you not to go out of the lane unless you're indicating, and you know, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, they're just computers on wheels now, aren't they?
Yeah.
And you can't fix them yourself. They make it so that you've got to take it and they've got to be plugged into a computer, and they charge you 60 quid to plug it into a computer to go, oh yeah, it's a valve that needs changing or something like that.
Got that many sounds on that, like boing here, boing there, warning here, warning there. You're thinking,
They work, the new ones, you can't switch them off.
Can't you?
No, they've got to have certain noises for certain stuff.
Yeah.
You have to, so every time you start it up, if you want them off, then you have to go in the menus and turn them off.
Yeah.
The next time you start it up, they're all on again.
Yeah.
And that's it, like the older cars, you go scrapyard, you just take a bit off a car, you put it on there and stuff. They're not like that with the new ones, are they? Everything's just computer.
Yeah. I don't even think is there scrapyards like that now.
Well, they're dying breeds, aren't they? More parts on the shelf now, aren't they, really? So,
yeah. Well, the scrapyard by me, Hills, and you have to order the part. Yeah. So somebody in St Helens have took over it.
It's an environmental thing now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it used to be when, like, say when I was like 17, 18, you'd go to the scrapyard with a half-empty toolbox to try and fill up as much.
Just go in, if you're only cavalier,
like pick a mix and shove it on.
Yeah. What can I steal from the scrapyard today? And then go up and pay for something.
Yeah, it's all changed, isn't it? Obviously the scrapyards want to make money off the bits that you've got.
Yeah.
But they're more interested in weighing them in half the time now. So I know a couple of lads who own a scrapyard, and I see them sometimes. I think, why well, there's no value in that. And I've seen them bumpers on like eBay for 200 quid.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, just just crash it. Yeah.
It's probably hassle for them, isn't it?
Yeah, because they don't want to store the parts.
Well, this is the thing. It's having the space. Obviously, you've got a scrapyard, you've got the space. But some of the channels I watch on YouTube, there's a guy who buys boxes of the Funko Pops. You know, those figures that look like bobbleheads. And they'll do them like Star Wars or Disney and stuff. And he buys these mystery boxes where he doesn't know what they are and they're valued and stuff. And he's getting boxes and boxes in them, and he opens them up on camera like this, and then he auctions them off.
Yeah.
But he also buys undelivered post in America. He buys Amazon return.
I was going to say, Amazon returns, they're big business, aren't they?
Yeah.
The pallets and that thing.
But it's having the space to store it all, and then it's having like eBaying it off. You know, you're auctioning it off on eBay. Then you've got to take it and post it and stuff and things. Now, apparently, this guy earning over 100k a year doing it. I don't know what he earns on his YouTube. But he earns 100k on that, and he's getting really good views on his YouTube. So people will watch anything on YouTube as well. Three grumpy men in a pub.
Within reason,
No, but there is, it's like, I was talking about like 2p coin pusher machines and things. People just sit and watch them on YouTube. People opening
bags of 50p's.
Yeah, bags of 50p's, unboxing of things. Like some of obviously the drone channels we were mentioning earlier. They will get the drones and they will make a video unboxing the actual product.
But I've not posted it. And the reason why, I was in my kitchen, I was looking at my Mavic 3 Pro.
Yeah.
And my box here, I set up a light behind me, I had a camera behind me looking down so you couldn't see who I was, and I thought, because just go for it, I'll open the box up and all that, putting things to one side and that. Done the video, I've actually still got the video as well, and I never posted it to YouTube though.
Do you know what it probably was? You had the light behind you, you probably thought you were more Sharon Stone in
No,
Basic Instinct.
I was just thinking, because people have studios and like a big setup and all like expense and that, and if you're just on your kitchen table trying to open something, thinking who's going to watch that, you know what I mean?
You would be surprised. You would be surprised. It's just like, I mean, one thing like I've noticed recently, like YouTube, both of you encouraged me to start putting myself on my videos and talking on my videos. And my money increased because of that, which I earn off YouTube. It is literally just having the bottle, just do it that first time.
Yeah.
I remember commenting to someone on one of mine one time when they said, "Why do you not do that?" And I put, "You'll never see me on a video."
Yeah.
And then everyone kept saying, "Your views would be better if you put yourself on it."
Yeah. Let's bring back memories of last night. Actually saying to my wife, went to a party, I said, "Never get me on that karaoke." I was never off it last night. And no, you will not be seeing the videos. So
When did the beer help with that, though, was it?
Yeah, they are that bad. But it's just having that, you know, there'd be nothing wrong with your video, I guarantee you. There'd be nothing wrong with your video where you're unboxing. There'd be no difference to anybody else's. It's just doing it. You just have to do it.
My first ever drone video was the Cliff training ground in Salford. And that ended up on the One Show on BBC One.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. I remember seeing that. Yeah.
And that was sheer luck. Someone had spotted it and said, "Could we use a clip of it?"
But this is the thing, and I'm sure, you know, if we carry on doing this, you know, like your first video, my first video, we look back and we like, oh, why did I do that?
Yeah.
You know, we get better and better at it.
But the thing is, with your first one though, you're raw. You don't know what you're doing properly.
Exactly.
And like I put my first ever video out. I was getting copyright strikes for music all the time.
Yeah.
So I've had to mute music out in my first video.
Yeah.
And because they're trying to take money off you to monetize it. And then you're thinking, well, that was my first video. But then I've got to try and maybe re-download again from YouTube, maybe edit it again, repost it and say this is my original video. I don't know, because you lose out on things.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, with what we're doing, this is a suggestion, with what we're doing, because there's people are watching our stadium build videos, they're not really that bothered about going back and seeing the first videos. So they don't want to see the latest. They want to see the latest of what's happening. So you're not going to get that many people go back.
No.
I've got my first probably like 50 videos were all copyright strike because I was using music on them. And then I got clever and found out where to get non-copyrighted music. But they just added to my hours, they added my subscription, so I'm just leaving it as they are. You know. I remember we both did a video one day and we didn't realise there was a flight restriction. Do you remember that? You messaged me and went, take that down. Yeah. It didn't come up. It didn't come up on the app.
No,
we checked the app and stuff, and then
They
it was
don't
only later
anymore.
in the day.
They used to.
Yeah. It was only later in the day, wasn't it? We both had our videos. I think yours had been up 5 minutes, mine had been up like 10 minutes or something. And then you got somebody said, "Oh, they put a flight restriction."
Yeah.
And that, but it wasn't on the app. You know,
Did
the
you,
apps
when
weren't
you
updated.
started Anfield, still have to apply for permission?
Unlock, yeah.
Yeah, you used to have
DJI,
to apply for permission every time you flew at a football stadium.
For what reason?
Because they used to have a, is it
Geotagging, yeah.
Right.
The drone wouldn't take off.
Right.
Innit?
I've not come across that anywhere yet so far.
No,
They won't do now.
it stopped. They stopped it.
Yeah.
I remember the first ever time I went over to Anfield and I was on Stanley Park and I thought I'll fly over. Took my drone up, went over, started saying to me, "Return, you cannot fly here, your drone will not come back to you."
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, what will it do? Hover and not come back? Wait for the battery to go flat and try and catch it. And I thought, oof, I brought it back. And
So do you think, was that the football club itself or was it the stadium builders, do you think?
no, that was DJI.
DJI sort of rules.
Yeah.
So have you had any disasters with your drone yet?
Not really. I've had a couple of near misses, just put it that way.
I had one silly one at Anfield where I finished my video and it looked like it was going to rain.
Yeah.
So I thought I need to get down to Bramley Moor Dock and get my video made. So
I know what you're going to say.
stopped recording,
Yeah.
got in the car, drove off to Bramley Moor Dock. Hadn't landed the drone. It was still up. it was still flying up over the car park in Anfield.
Have you
By the
ever?
time I turned round and come back, it had landed where I'd been parked. So it was
Have
still
you,
there.
Have you ever caught your fingers on the blades?
Yeah.
trying to catch it?
Yeah.
That stings.
Yeah.
That
That
actually
stings.
stings. Yeah.
Actually, I have birds trying to attack me in Bramley Moor and the seagulls coming towards you.
Yeah.
But
Seen that? I've seen Craig's TV. He got hit by a seagull,
Yeah,
took his
it's
drone down.
got taken down.
You know,
Weather.
does make me nervous that sometimes, but I think with the bigger drones, they're less likely to get hit. They make more noise, which
I tend not to catch the bigger one with my hand. Like
No,
one.
I would
Mini
never do
one,
that. I would
no.
never.
no, I've never
No,
done
I've
that.
never.
But I think with the seagulls and things like that, because the bigger drones make more noise, I'm guessing they'd be less likely to come near because they're making the noise.
I think the bigger drone would win against the seagull.
Possibly, yeah. I wouldn't like to test it.
No.
You know, we've all got drone insurance, so we'll all be all right. But I just wouldn't like to test
sometimes when
it.
you take off for Anfield, Stanley Park, you're flying towards Anfield itself. The drones sound like a helicopter, don't they?
Yeah.
The noise off it reverberating around that
Yeah.
car park and behind that stand just sound like a helicopter.
Yeah, the one thing, like I've done one video of Anfield, not for me, Everton channel, and I was shocked at how good the signal was all the way round.
How good?
Yeah, yeah.
Friday the 13th, I was there, back of the Anfield Road stand, back of the cop, and I took off, and screen kept going black on me, going funny, and I went off, and I'm flying down the side of the Millennium stand, and then next minute my screen went black, and I thought, what do I do here? And the school kids walking around, and they're saying, "You got a drone?" I said, "I think I have." I got the control in front of me, but it was black. I didn't know what was going on. And these kids, and they went, I think, "What do we do?" And it must have been about a minute and a half later, I heard this. And I looked, and it come above me, and it started to come down by me, and I thought, thank God for that.
So what had happened? Software failure? Or?
Just GPS, I don't know. Well, just completely off.
When I had my Mini 3, well, I still got my Mini 3. I did my Mini 3 over Anfield. I parked in the car park. Did obviously the Anfield Road. Got really good views around the main stand. Yeah, the cop, everything got everything on it.
Yeah.
And I don't think the Mini 3 was that great signal. You know, I used to struggle over Bramley Moor around the back.
Yeah.
The Air3S now, it can get right over the
Yeah,
other
that's
side.
better sensors and better range, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really good.
The Centenary stand, not the Millennium stand. Did I say Millennium stand before?
Yeah. I was saying.
Oh, no one corrected me neither. I thought, like,
I was thinking.
No, we just leave that in there.
yeah.
Just leave that's going to be the intro to the video.
Yeah. We don't know much about where we actually fly.
Yeah.
We're here somewhere, yeah.